Hoban celebrates the opener. Image, Ryan Byrne, INPHO Hoban celebrates the opener. Image, Ryan Byrne, INPHO Ben Blake reports from Dalymount Park A. 12th goal of the season for the SSE Airtricity League's top scorer set Dundalk on their way to victory over a dogged Bohemians tonight. Paddy Hoban found the back of the net 4 minutes into the game, and Sean Hoare eventually added a second late on after several wasted opportunities by both teams. Bohs, who beat Bray 3-1 a week ago, called up Paddy Ki, Dan Byrne and Owen Stokes for Keith Ward, Danny Grant and Kevin Devaney. Manager Keith Long lined up his team with 5 across the back line in a bid to contain the Premier Division leaders. For the away side, Dan Cleary returned from suspension to take his place at centre-half, with former Bohs man Georgie Pointine dropping to the bench and Hoare switching to full-back as Sean Gannon continues to recover from broken ribs. Dylan Connolly goes past Paddy Ki. Source, Ryan Byrne, INPHO Dundalk hitman Hoban found himself free from a corner to head over after just 2 minutes played, but the striker's finishing was far better moments later. Hoare had plenty of space to drive forward into and he sent in a cross to the back post. Duffy got up to head the ball back into a central area and Hoban provided the clinical finish. After a period of Dundalk pressure, the Gypsies began to find their feet and Denny Corcoran had a strike saved by Gary Rogers on 22 minutes after Keith Buckley's clever pass. Hoare was an attacking threat throughout and another great ball, this time with his weaker left foot, found Duffy, who forced Shane Supple into a fine save. The Lily Whites defender went close himself with a drilled strike from distance before Gartland's glancing header sailed off target after a chipped pass from Dane Massey. Right before the halftime whistle, the Bohs fans protested that they scored when a goal-bound effort was cleared off the line. Corcoran controlled Buckley's ball into the box and the forward seemed certain to score with a cheeky back heel, but Chris Shields recovered to hack away. Ireland manager Martin O'Neill in attendance with his backroom staff. Source, Ryan Byrne, INPHO The men from Louth went close to adding to their advantage directly after the restart and Buckley did well to prevent an own goal after his heavy touch was headed over the line. But while Bohemians were second best, they continued to probe for the breakthrough and a quick counter-attack saw Corcoran pick out the run of Dylan Watts. The on-loan Leicester City midfielder took the pass in his stride and attempted to loop the ball over Rogers, but the Dundalk keeper read his intentions and got off the ground early. The visitors should really have scored from a corner on 65 minutes, but Gartland's header into the ground bounced over the frame of the goal. Jamie McGrath then volleyed narrowly wide after Duffy had created another chance. As an entertaining affair approached the final quarter of an hour, Stokes shot tamely at Rogers and, down the other end, Duffy somehow managed to clip the top of the bar from a few yards out after Hoare's cutback. But Stephen Kenny's side finally found a second as Hoare capitalized on Bohs' failure to clear to not in. Next up, it's Waterford at home on Monday, while Bohs entertain rivals Shamrock Rovers in 7 days' time. Bohemians, Shane Supple, Keith Buckley, Dan Casey, Rob Cornwall, Ian Morris, Paddy Ki, Oscar Brennan, Keith Ward 76, Dan Byrne, Dylan Watts, Owen Stokes, Danny Grant 76, Denny Corcoran. Dundalk, Gary Rogers, Sean Hoare, Brian Gartland, C, Daniel Cleary, Dane Massey, Chris Shields, Robbie Benson, Dean Jarvis 86, Dylan Connolly, Christian Adorjan 65, Jamie McGrath, Michael Duffy, Patrick Hoban, Marco Tagbajumi 81. 42 is on Instagram. Tap the button below on your phone to follow us. It's easy to go out and play in front of 6,000 people when they're roaring you on. We probably won't get home until 2:30 in the morning. And all our lads work.